So I was born in Auckland, 1977, and my upbringing was very, I would say, traditional Samoan. Mum left when she was a teenager, so she, I don't know, did you make it a conscious decision, Mum, to raise us that way? It was very, very strict, probably stricter than Samoan parents here. But you know, we're grateful for it, and we see how that plays out into our lives. But I was in New Zealand until I was about 15, and then I migrated to Australia and lived there most of my life, where I completed high school. I had a corporate career that was for 10 years. I was a real estate agent for 6 years, and it wasn't until I was 33 where I decided to come into the world of TV presenting and modeling, and that was just by chance. So, yeah.
All right, that's pretty good. So, you've been known as the first Pacific Islander to be nominated for the London Fashion Week, to walk on the London Fashion Week and all that?
Yeah, I was the first Pacific Islander ever to walk London Fashion Week, ever. I did that 2 years in a row, 2012 I think, and 2013. And because I did that, plus a whole body of work in editorial fashion, I was nominated as Britain's top model, male top model of the year for 2012. And I didn't win, but I was runner-up, so that's pretty cool.
So, how does that make you feel, like coming from the small island all to the London scene?
Good, good, because as we know, our idea of fashion and idea of modelling in in Samoa, New Zealand, even Australia, it's a big country, but it's not heavily populated. The idea of fashion is somewhat limited still, and I think just the people in modelling, that concept of who should be modelling was limited, and I definitely was one to, I like breaking rules and like breaking molds and liked not being told I couldn't do anything, so it felt natural for me to do that.
Well, it's known that fashion, in some senses, I might be wrong about it, but it's fashion mainly, for our point of view from here in Samoa, is mainly on the feminine side. So you coming in on the male side of bringing out fashion to Samoans in the male fashion, how does that feel? Like what do you want to bring out in what you're doing at this time?
The fashion modeling industry definitely is a woman populated and dominating field, but there definitely is males who are breaking field, like Tyson Beckford is a world-known global male model. There are a lot of male celebrities that started from modeling, like Brad Pitt. So it really is, style is not related to any sort of sex, male, female. It's if you like style and you like to be groomed and dressed well and you like to be creative, it's just your thing. Yeah, definitely in Samoa it's probably limited because our culture has black and white ideas of what things should be like. And again, I'm just one to break molds, so I think for us as a culture and a species to evolve, it takes people to start redefining what that should look like.
Okay, so how would you, from coming from a real estate to a TV presenter into fashion, and how would you, what made you move on to, transition to fashion?
So straight out of school, I was a real estate agent for 6 years. About 10 years after that, for 8 years I worked for government, and 2 years I was in the private sector in financial services. And I had a beautiful mother that was just saying, she came from the villages, she came from the islands here, and seeing the villages here, I understand why. I think to try and make a career and a success out of your life is important. So me, I just thought the corporate career was success, but when I did it, I wasn't happy, I didn't like it. I was successful at it, I was successful at real estate, I was successful working for the government, but I just wasn't happy. It wasn't my calling, it wasn't it didn't make my soul tingle or anything like that. So when I entered my 30s, my intuition, my soul started speaking to me, just saying, you're meant to be, you're creative, you're meant to be either in front of the camera, behind the camera, producing things with the team, and so that feels more natural to me. I've always been in management, I've always been an ideas person, and I know how to get people to do things, and and great results. So when I was 31, I think, I went to NIDA, the National Institute of Dramatic Arts in Sydney, Australia, which is one of the world's biggest performing arts school. You know, like Nicole Kidman went there, Mel Gibson, Russell Crowe, all the big Australian actors. So I went there, I graduated, and then straight after that, I just knew in my soul that this is what I was meant to be doing. So I actually started TV presenting and interviewing designers at Sydney Fashion Week, and an agent came to me and just said, "Are you one of the models?" And I was just like, "No, I'm here to interview the designers." And he's just like, "I love your look. I think your look is very unique." I told him I was Samoan, and he was just like, "Wow, there's nothing like you on the scene right now. He goes, can I send you to an audition?" Which was a global audition for Australian tourism. Went to the audition amongst thousands of Aussies, and I booked it, and that was a sign. So I knew I was exactly where I was meant to be.
Okay, yes, it's good that you touched on that, because yeah, there is that mindset in Samoa where it's kind of all the corporate everybody's looking at the corporate side of getting success and stuff, but it's good that you're using another venture to become successful. Do you have any advice for like the youth that are coming through, like what they should follow in terms of something like that?
Exactly. My advice to the youth would be, it takes time to discover your passion. It really does. It takes time to discover your passion. So don't put so much stress on yourself when you're 18, 16, 25, 30, because life is about taking the journey, taking the adventure, and not all of us have one passion. You know, it could be, I need to be a farmer for 5 years, and then I want to be a teacher for 5 years, and then I want to be a designer for 10 years. Like, life will take you through different journeys. Our journey is to, I believe, is to find what is passionate for yourself, and just follow that gut instinct, and you can't go wrong. But staying in something where you feel stuck just because of money, or because you think that's success, you'll live an unhappy life. You really will.
So in saying that, yes, the challenges the youth are facing in terms of motivation and that, what motivates you?
Well, because I'm doing what I'm passionate about, I am naturally motivated, and I believe that. I think if you're doing something that you are passionate about, that means something in this world, you just naturally become motivated. I don't have to wake up in the morning and motivate myself, because I'm doing exactly what I should be.
Yep. And then, in seeing that, in inspirations as well, what are some of your ambitions in, like, probably in the next 5 years, or what are you looking to do in the next 5 years?
Yeah, I love that question. So right now I am developing a show which is a mixture between spiritual, and it's on a platform of entertainment. So literally we're designing something, I can't go into too much details, but where we showed people how to come into their life purpose. How we showed people how to give them the tools and the awareness to get them to what their dreams are. First, just recognizing what a dream is, recognizing what your passion is, and then providing them with the information to get that. So yeah, it's a very cool show that's not been done before, and we'll see where that goes. I think my vision is that will be the start of other shows to come that can really, and obviously I come from an entertainment platform, so doing something with models for myself personally, because I know what it's like to be in the fashion industry, something like what Tyra Banks had in America's Next Top Model, maybe doing something like that in Samoa would be amazing. But you know, the sky's the limit. There's so many, in a time where the world is changing, so giving information that's going to help people live a life that they want is vital. Yeah. I just really think, you know, I've just turned 40 in my life. I entered this world when I was 33, the world of entertainment, modeling, acting, TV hosting. So I've had the time of my life in the last 7 years. So I know when you align yourself with God or what you're meant to be doing, and you listen to the voice and carrying that out, taking those big risks, life just becomes sweet and fun.
Ola o tau singo Sam mai ra titi alua o le nganu no o le fai fa Samoa no tau sia Sam o wa wina la fa na uma o fa ya Sam ili fa Samoa na o la mai ai ona e magalunga lava la o manatu fa Samoa I leo langa na ola mai o le whaaloalo, ma le alofa. Ma le tutu atasi ina ina whaia o na ola i matua ma maua. Le taimi lale nei o ti tilo i whamnianga wa maua esa. O se anganga fia le ia tea. Lau tau singa o sama stama fo i usta i tele ia tea. Le tina, e whapea o malawala o whanau. Ai whapitoa ala o tau talanga o sami i lea wanoa leo e wha au logo maua fo i ne ia wanoa i tula ua wha interview e fo i au i lo songa. O sam o se tame o sta so se mea lava o te whaia pe mana o asam i sene e whaia sam ne o te mana o le taimine ne o se tama o lo tu mau pe sam o le mea taua ia tea o le alofa ma le fisosoana ma tau ave a sam lona o langa o i o se Samoan o se fianga mua le ia tea o i o se Samoan e leo whapea o i lele tu i sam le tu langa le na whapea le ia fia palangi le ai o te fianga sili le ia tea o le o ave sa sam ia Samoa o tatou atu no pele o te alu foi fafo a tumu au le nganu i le whaaloalo ona o le mea sa o lai foi o matua sa tausia foi o le mea foi nalo te tausia i le whanau o se o ngano o maua mai o matua o la foi tuanga i matua Samoa o maua o te roa matua i Samoa e iai le I se si tu e ia te tatou matua e pule tutua tatou matua ina ima whai ona whaile me mana o i tatou a o tatou matua o malama lama i tu ule avanua e o tatou whanau e tu fo ile avanua e tala noa mai le tamai titi pe a whai mana o mea se fisosoan ona tatou whatanuina le mana o mea tatou lango ina le lumana i wha o manui o tatou whanau o tatou walo o Samoa o lau i loa i mla o su e oni tamaiti popoto, oni tamaiti esele o ina whaaloalo. Ai a whai ele mau e tātou mātua le avanoa, e tu ai le avanoa, e whai mai ele me mana o e tamaiti tima tātou lango ina. O te loa le tūlanga lea a whātia isi whanau na whapea la ia, e le i riselu mana i o ia wala kantrole e mātua ia lātou. Ai a tea o lava le anganga fia mal whaftai e se atuai. Tu le avanoa e tātou whanau, na ia mawhai o na ofi mai se lātou, fo i fautuanga po se ne mana na o ilato i awane i o se atu i ni wopo nisi fo i tangata a o tātou a mātua e a watu le fautuanga mo tātou whana o wale lato luma na i manuia o tātou whana o Samoa e iei fo ilo sunga e se le nana i o lau tilo o tōn tamatia tamai i alo ma whana o Samoa o te fia tele na i alo ma whana o Samoa e tu lai mai fo i pio neolo i e sam lato i ma whai ai lato pe a whai ma le loto ato ma whinau fo ia. O lau whautuanga mo walo ma whanau Samoa. Ia iai fo ia te lato leo stai matua. Me moa ia awa ma whaaloalo. Tautua le whautua mai le tamapo le whatununga mai le tamama tina. Au si tai le tamapo le teine i matua na ola mai ai. Ma tausi ma whaaloalo. Lato te maua le whaamianga. O le taua o le whaalongo. O stai, o le ala wale me whai atu ele matua. O le manuio i la taulo tau o lo mana o ai matua. Le whape o te le tamapo le tina. O te whape o se mea i lea o ngade o le luma na i manuio i la tau. Ai a whata ua la e la tau mau si tai mea o lo langalango ina i la tau matua. O te lua o la tu lai mai fo i la tau o ni tangata e mo atu fo i le la tau ta upo le atu ta leni i mea o lo i ne sami la o iloa i ai. O tato tamaiti Samoa. E ese le tama mai. Ai o mea umalawa fa moe i le alofa maleanga leo tama ilani o lua maleo stai i matua ma whaaloalo. So o lava se me e whautua ina i matua i tau ana la tō sta. O le whaia le meo le mea whaina le mana o atamaiti te tutu atasi. Ia, o te whautua i alo ma whanau Samoa o tō oni i whanau atama mai. Whamole mole i a tō stai tō matua. Ia lango o tō matua. O le mea tau o le alofa, wha maoni matua, ai mai se lava tātou ta maoni la. Tai mo lea.